Hey, welcome back to KitScy. Today we're gonna do an experiment on reaction rates. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna dissolve Alka-Seltzer tablets in water of different temperatures. So cold water, room temperature water, and boiling water. So with this, I'm using clear cups, and then because this is a mug, mugs are opaque, so you can't see through them. But 2 clear cups and a mug. So it's be cold water, room temperature water, and hot water, because you don't want to crack your glasses. And if you don't have glasses or you don't want to like spare a glass, then you can use like these little plastic cups. So these are the same cups I've been using for like planting, and then just like the other like little experiments. So keeping these little plastic cups on hand is handy. So I'm gonna set that like this. So behind me I have some cold water, my cooler, room temp water, and my little protein jugs, and some boiling water for my teapot. So you want to be careful with the hot water. You can always like heat it up on the stove if you don't have a teapot. So room temp water. And my cold water. It's ice cold, so there's ice still in the jug. Want to make sure it's gonna be really cold. You can just keep the water in your refrigerator if you don't want to put it in a thermos. And then my hot water here. So you can kind of see the steam. I'm gonna put this back here. And just to make it fun, you know, you gotta add some food coloring to it. Because color always makes science a bit more fun. Alright, so I have my tablets. So they have these off-brands, just like Walmart brands. So you can get these at any pharmacy or just kind of probably some gas stations. So just Alka-Seltzer tablets. Crack those open. I'm going to try to add them all at the same time so you can see the difference in the rates. And again, you don't have to use Alka-Seltzer. Use whatever is the cheapest, because they're pretty much just aspirin with baking soda and citric acid. And it's just like the volcano that we did a few weeks ago. I just stir these up, so I'm gonna get a spoon. Because the food coloring's not quite mixed, so you just give it a stir so it looks nice. That's kind of cool. Right. See above, so the cold water, barely some sizzle, a little bit medium with the room temp, you can hear it going with the hot water. Because all 3, hot you can hear it, room temp is kind of medium, and the cold one is barely fizzling along. You can see the hot one's already done. You don't need a tablet anymore. And the room temp and the cold are just sitting here. The room temp is still giving you a little bit of good fizz. And the cold one's just pedaling along. So remember, this one's the cold one, room temp, hot. I got a camera above so I can kind of, you can see above. So the cold water, barely some sizzle, a little bit medium with the room temp, and you can hear it going with the hot water. Because all 3, hot you can hear it, room temp is kind of medium, and the cold one is barely fizzling around. Yeah. So you can still see the tablets in here. You can still see the tablets in there, and this one's finally done. So this doesn't take too long. It's a quick experiment. So you can kind of see which one reacts the fastest, and it's going to be the hot one because the heat in the water provides the energy for the reaction and it helps speed it up. And the cold one, it doesn't have as much heat in there because I mean it's cold. So it's less energy here. So it's still slowly reacting. So what it's doing is dissolving the tablets, and when the base and the acid from the baking soda, which is a base, and the citric acid, which is an acid, when they react, they cause little bubbles to form. And see, this one's done. All right. You want to make sure you clean up anything you use food coloring with off your counters. So it's kind of good to always like put newspaper down, but I didn't put newspaper down because I need to go get more newspaper. Clean it up immediately or else it's going to dye your countertop. So I guess one good thing about having like this multicolored countertop is that if I do get stains, it kind of blends in with the countertop. Alright, so I'm going to do this again. I don't have any clear towel glasses, so they're blue. But the same principle, hot, cold, hot, room temperature, and cold. And this time I'm using a different brand just to show you that like, okay, yeah, you can get the nice Alka-Seltzer. Actually, these were the only ones available in this many tablets. So you had like Alka-Seltzer at one store, and there's Picote, so Sal Uvas, I don't know what that is. But it's pretty much Alka-Seltzer. So I read the ingredients, and at the bottom it even tells you it's just citric acid and sodium bicarb. So same thing, instead of having tablets, these are powders. So I guess kind of like those goodie powders, if you've ever taken a goodie powder. But goodie powder isn't like, you don't dissolve that, and you just take it. So, break out kitchen scissors. These are ready to go. Just gonna tilt them up on the side so they don't spill. Right. So cold water here. And room temp. Just gonna pop the lid off. Pour a little faster. Room temp water, and hot water from teapot. It's still hot, so you want to be careful pouring it because it's hot. You don't want to get it on your buddy here. So that'll be my little cats right there. I'm gonna put food coloring in the white bowl because the other glass is already tinted blue. So I don't think it really makes much of a difference. They're probably too dark to see anyways. So, and the cold one, let's get the camera out. That's the cold water, room temp water, and hot water. You can hear it. You can see the tube. And it's pretty much the same where this one, the hot obviously goes faster because there's more heat, more energy here. Room temp is kind of your little steady bubble. And the cold is just kind of pedaling along. See if we give it a cold and stir, then it'll do a little something more. Hot. It's like barely any left in there, and the room temp is So just kind of going at a nice steady little rate. And the coal is just fluffing up. It's not really bubbling right now. That's the cold water, room temp water, and whoa, hot water. As you can hear it. You see the two? And it's pretty much the same where this one, hot, obviously goes faster because there's more heat, more energy here. Room temps have you a little steady bubble, and the cold is just kind of pedaling along. Okay, so just finished a reaction rate experiment. So pretty much the hotter cups, the hot water, it has more energy in it, so the reaction is going to go faster. You cool it off, the reaction is going to go slower, so it's less energy in your reaction. The difference between the Alka-Seltzer and the Picot tablets is that these are powder. This is a whole tablet. So you have more surface area with the powder, so it's going to react a little bit faster than it will with the tablets because there's less surface area. So I guess if you want to break these, you want this to react a little bit faster, you can break them up. But as far as the reaction go, they still reacted pretty much the same, you know, fast, medium, and slow, because it's temperature dependent. But this will be a nice, quick science experiment. So if you're like, I'm gonna do a science experiment and I forgot, and the day of or the day before, you're like, I'll get some Alka-Seltzer tablets and some ice. Also add food coloring because colors make it look nice, and people are like, oh wow, it's great, and it's like bubbling. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.